Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, what's up? It's time to rise and shine and think about some things a little bit different as you're on that journey. As you're on that journey, come on. You're on that journey. Which journey? You are on that journey to create a life you don't need to take a vacation from. Are you with me this morning? I need you to do me a favor. Okay, I need you to share. I need you to like and share, like and share. Give me some thumbs up and say, Ricardo, I can hear you loud and clear because we're going to change our vocabulary. We're going to change certain things. We've been thinking and saying. Certain things ought not be a part of who you are any longer. Okay? You're on a mission to work on you, and there are certain things you have to adjust. Good morning, Felicia. Share and like. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Love it, love it, love it. Listen, I'm thinking, okay, there are things you should not say, and you have been saying those things, and they're sabotaging you from becoming the person you are destined to be. Most of us, thank you very much for the thumbs up and the hearts and the share. Most of us know the power of words, okay? Most of us know the power of words. Life and death is in the power of our tongue. And as you say something, you're also creating something, okay? Let me say that again. When you're saying something, you're also creating something. And what you say is an expressed thought that is being delivered out to the creation. In other words, as you meditate, you express what's going on in your head through the spoken word. And so a lot of us, we're thinking constantly and we're saying constantly and don't realize both of those two things, they merge together. Okay? They merge together. What you say and what you think matters. Okay? Let me say that again. What you say and what you think matters. So it is possible for you not to say anything and still be thinking it. It is possible for you to be thinking something completely contrary to what you say. I want you to pay attention to what you're about to say moving forward because you're on a mission. You're on a mission to creating a life you don't need to take a vacation from. You're on a mission to establish the type of lifestyle you should be having from this point on. Here's a couple of things, all right? You cannot say, you should not say, you are not allowed to be a part of your vocabulary. I will start on Monday. Those people who do that, they find themselves living a life of procrastination. Every other Monday is the Monday that they're going to start. Okay, if you want to win, you cannot say, I'm going to start on Monday. If you want to win, and I know you guys want to win. We gather here at the same time every morning for the most part just to talk about little things we can do a little bit better to get us to where we're trying to go. Okay? If you want to win, you cannot say, I will start on Monday. How about starting today? Okay? How about starting today? Another one is you cannot say it's not my fault. It's not my fault. If you stick with that, at some point, you're going to have to realize, man, you're going to have to take responsibility. Okay? You need to start today. You have to start today and you have to take responsibility for your life. So the whole idea of you wanting to win, you have to start realizing things you cannot say because there are certain things, if you say those things, they're going to limit you from living your best life. So start now. Make a commitment to start doing what you are supposed to do. So don't procrastinate. Okay? Don't procrastinate. Thank you guys for sharing this. Thank you guys for liking this. Thank you for tagging someone because there are people who want to win, but they're not watching what they say. Okay? They want to win, but they're not watching what they say. If you want to win, you cannot say, I can't. Oh, man, I can't? Take that out of your vocabulary, guys. Take that out of your vocabulary. If you want to win in 2020, you cannot say, I can't. Listen, if your calling, if your next level is demanding that you do something you have never done before, you're going to have to tell yourself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I could and I will. Okay, I could and I will. Go, oh man, thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for tagging some people. Because I believe as many people out there that have been desiring to win and they're not experiencing winning elements being manifested in their lives, it's oftentimes because what we say, we don't know is in direct conflict of where we're trying to go. Okay? I want you to know, if you keep saying you cannot, you will not. Okay? If you keep saying you cannot, you will not. You got to know that if they can create, watch this, if they can create a city in the desert, which is Las Vegas, if they can get a man on the moon, all right? If we as human beings can have a submarine in the deepest parts of the ocean for months at any given time, okay? There was a time someone would have said, you know what? I want to live under the ocean. I want to live below the sea. And others would have said, you are crazy. Okay? Others would have said, you are crazy. But here's the deal. There are submarines. There are restaurants under the sea now. Okay? There would have been times where someone would have maybe said, you know what? I think we need to build a city out here. And others would have said, man, nothing can grow out here. Okay? It's a desert. Okay? This is not where people build cities. But the truth of the matter is there is flourishing cities being built in deserts all over the world. You got to get your vocabulary right, and you got to understand both of these things matters. Your thought life and the spoken word. Your thought life and the spoken word. What you think on. If you think you cannot, you will not. Okay? If you say you cannot, you will not. You got to pay attention to that. Another one you cannot say, you ought not say if you're trying to win is it's not fair. Oh, that's one of those ones. You got to get it, guys. You got to get it. That's not fair. Listen, man, life's not fair. The truth of the matter is you're going to have your day when it's in your favor, and you're going to see others when it's in their favor. If you look at your life strategically, and if you really align yourself with the right perspective, you would have identified that you've had some edge, some advantage, some leverage that was working in your favor. But what happens is we're always looking at someone else and thinking that's not fair. The truth is someone can look at you and say it's not fair. Okay? Learn to appreciate where you are and learn to identify you have an advantage. Okay? I want to write a book. I'm going to work on this in the months and years to come. I want to work on a book called The Advantage, and it's talking about understanding the position that we sit at and how we can allow life to work for us. From the advantage standpoint for us, all of us have an advantage. All of us have an edge or a leverage. If you really study you can do something others can't do. And if you learn how to capitalize on your difference, it gives you an advantage. Okay? If you learn, some people can dance, some people can't. Some people can sing, some people can't. Some people are good with math. Some people are good with English. Some people are good with speaking. So listen, guys, you've got something. Some people can cook. Some people can build. Here's the deal. Most of us are trying to win in someone else's lane. Okay? Most of us are trying to win in someone else's lane, and what we should be about is discovering our lane. You know, most of you have been following me for a while. You know, for years, I've been a children's ministry specialist, and I want you to think about this just for a quick minute. The Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go, so that when they grow old, they will not depart from it. The goal of the parent ought to be to help the child to discover the place where they belong so that they can flourish in life. Most people are directing children where they want them to go, not where they ought to go. Okay? Where you ought to go, where you belong, is the place where you will flourish. But most people are being framed, developed, and actually being built to accommodate a lot of things that doesn't naturally fit who they are. And I'm telling you, there's a place where you belong. There's a place where your child belongs. And what happens is we have to learn where that place is, because in that place is where our advantage lies. Oh, that's good. Somebody ought to give me an offering this morning. All right? So you got to start paying attention to what you ought not say. Another thing is, I don't have enough time. I don't have time. I don't have time. What do you mean you don't have time? You ought not say you don't have time. Every one of us have been given the same amount of time. Okay? All of us have been given the same amount of time. 168 hours within a week is what we've been given. If you track your time, guys, if you track your time like you're supposed to track your money, okay? Have a budget. Have a budget and you pay attention to your money as to where your money is going. But here's the deal. If you want to live life effectively, you want to pay attention to your second, your minutes, your hours. Let me tell you that again. You want to pay attention to your second, your minutes, your hours. Why, Ricardo? Why? Because your second, your minutes, your hours make days, okay? Days make weeks, weeks make months, and months make years. And if you want to see someone who's going to do well with money, watch how they deal with pennies, nickels, and dollars, how they deal with these coins, how they deal with their money, okay? How they track and manage their money. Here's the other thing. You want to see someone who's going to win in life? Watch how they pay attention to their time. Listen, guys, we don't manage time. We manage ourselves within time. The time clock is always ticking. Okay, days are always going. You could lay down in your bed for days and it doesn't stop days from coming. Okay, you could procrastinate and you could sit down and binge watch Netflix for a month. Okay, all you've done is lost a month because the days don't stop because you decided to go ahead and binge watch Netflix for days. You've got to know you're on a mission, and your mission is going to require you to be better steward of that which you've been given. Don't say you don't have time. That's not the truth. It's a lie. So you got to stop saying that. If you want to win, come on, guys. If you want to win, you're going to have to align your speech with the right type of verbiage to ensure that you're saying what you want in alignment with what you think and what you're doing daily. It's Coach Ricardo, changing lives through these daily videos, because I believe one principle captured from a daily talk like this can change your life forever. I want you to get that. So please tag someone, share this right now. Could I get at least about 10 shares today? Share this to another group. You're a part of a private group. Share it because somebody needs to know this, all right? I want you to stop saying they got all the luck. They're lucky. They got the luck, okay? They're lucky. I'm not lucky. They're lucky, okay? No. The truth is you're looking at where their favor lies and you're not paying attention to where your favor lies. All of us have something. All of us have something to rejoice about. Someone is looking at you and considering you to be lucky. Okay? Someone is looking at you and is considering you to be lucky. I want you to stop saying they got all the luck or they are lucky, when the truth is they're blessed and you're blessed. You're not lucky, you're blessed. They're not lucky, they're blessed. And the truth is, if you would pay attention to what's coming to you, you would realize that a lot of people are envying you. A lot of people are wishing they are or they were where you are. You've got to get to the place where you start to appreciate where you are now, okay? Don't call your sister lucky. Don't call your family member on the other side of town lucky. Don't call that employee lucky. How about you? Okay, you've got a job what others desire. You've got a car what someone wish they had. Come on, you're getting income others wish they could have income coming. You are also blessed and highly favored. Some call it luck. You can call it whatever you want, but don't tell yourself, I don't have it because I'm not lucky. Another one is, I'm too tired. I'm too tired. I'm too tired. The reason why, I can't because I'm too tired. Here's the deal. You've got to learn how to manage your time. You got to learn how to take care of your body. And you got to learn how to identify what is supposed to be a priority in your life when it comes to creating your life. You cannot be busy doing everything and not do the right thing. I love coaching my coaching clients who are spreading themselves out too thin, only to have to remind them, pull yourself in. You don't want to be caught up doing everything that you ought not be doing and find yourself not being able to put in the time at the things you ought to be doing. Guess what? Everything is not important. Okay? Everything is not important, and you got to learn how to establish what's important and what's not. That's why some of you guys need a coach. You need someone to help you to get to where you're trying to go. Watch this. It's easy for you. That's what some people say. I want you to stop saying that. It's easy for you. The truth is, most people you see it looks easy for, those people have put in the appropriate time to learn, study, or identify how to make that happen. Okay? And now they're producing something you're not producing because you did not put in the same level of attention to acquire the skill set necessary to master in that area. So it's when you tell someone it's easy for you, come on. Something you're doing appears to be easy for you that others perceive as difficult for them as well. And what is that? It's simply something you've invested in relations to making you better and allowing you to have skill where others don't have skill. These are simple things you got to pay attention to. Life has been unfair or unlucky for me. Okay? There are people who say that life has been unfair or unlucky for me. What? Oh, Ricardo, you don't understand how rough it has been. Here's the deal. What I know is if you're not paying attention to the law of what you're sowing and reaping, if you're not paying attention to the law of intentional practices, okay, you are the subtotal of the choices and the decisions you make daily. Let me say that again. You and I are the subtotal of the choices that we make daily. I have made so many stupid mistakes that have cost me up to this point. Listen, man, no. I've not been unlucky. I have been stupid for a long period of time, costing me longer than I ought to have cost myself to have to deal with what I've been dealing with in relation to things that I should have never dealt with. But here's what I know. From this point on, every area of my life could be studied. Every area of my life can be adjusted to ensure that this day makes for a better day tomorrow. Tomorrow makes for a better day the day after. Here's what I know. You're not a rock, okay? You're not stuck. You don't have to stay remaining right where you are. You can adjust. Come on, guys. If all your life you've had financial challenges and money issues, you need to start looking at your money a little bit different. If all your life you've had people issues, you need to start looking at people a little bit. People have been using me, Ricardo. People take advantage of me all the time. Get over yourself. That's what you've been telling yourself. You need to stop saying that foolishness. You have allowed yourself to practice certain practices that has been bringing you to this particular junction that is causing the same thing to happen over and over and over again. Here's what I know. If you want something different, you're going to have to do something different. Don't say you know what's wrong in relations to how people are dealing with you time in and time in and time in, and not know that you can change how people deal with you. You can create the life you desire where everyone starts to say, you're the person, if someone is going to win, she's going to win. Okay? Listen, there are others who believe, I can't watch it. If it rains, it pours, and I can't win for how much I'm losing. Those kind of thoughts need to be extracted, taken out of our lives, and never be brought back again. But most people don't know how to do that. Most people don't know how to do that. And what I'm saying to you is, you've got to know you're not stuck. You are not created to be stuck. As a matter of fact, generational curse is considered a stronghold that can be lifted and can be destroyed, and you can establish a new day. You could be the first one in your family to establish a standard that has never been established before. You can go where no one in your family, neighborhood, or country has ever gone before. You can be the game changer to literally set the standard for future generations to look at and be inspired. But you got to watch your verbiage. If you want to win, you got to watch what you need to stop saying. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, challenging you to create the life you desire. Remember, in April, I'm having a mastermind gathering. It's going to be in the form of a retreat. Yep, it's going to be a life management retreat. And I wish I knew of something like this years ago that could have helped me to manage, structure, and identify how and what I should be doing to get me to where I'm trying to go. It's a life management retreat. They don't even teach this stuff in school, guys. Okay, so make sure you plan now. Call a girlfriend or two and say, listen, let's go to this retreat, spend a couple of days. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful facility. It has a lot of wonderful amenities. We're going to do some great things. Here's what I want you to do. Make plans to be a part of my life management retreat in April. Go to ricardomiller.com to learn more about it. Space is limited. This is not for everyone. We are not streaming this thing live. This is going to be deeper learning to identify what strongholds and things ought to be stopped or taken apart and looked at a little bit different so that we can start moving in the direction that we're supposed to. Register today. Share this. Somebody got to get it. I'm out. I've talked too long this morning. Blessings, guys. Have a great day.